Hey there, health enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into a topic close to all our hearts: how our daily habits affect our life expectancy. I'm not talking about average lifespans across countries or continents, but how your personal choices impact longevity. Grab your green smoothies and lace up those running shoes, because we're about to embark on a journey that could revolutionize your life. Have you ever pondered over the consequences of that extra pizza or skipped workout? A groundbreaking study, recently published in the journal Circulation, referenced in this video's description, has emerged to quantify how much our unhealthy habits affect our life expectancy. So, let's find out how much your all-cheese diet has impacted your life, other than making it more delicious. These researchers left no stone unturned. They meticulously gathered data from 3 enormous datasets, including hundreds of thousands of people. Let's break down these datasets for a moment. The study used data from the Nurses' Health Study, NHS, which included 78,865 women, the Health Professionals Follow-Up Study, HPFS, with 44,354 men, and the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey 3, which provided nationally representative data. These datasets provided a wealth of information on lifestyle factors and health outcomes over many years, ensuring robust analysis. The researchers used some pretty sophisticated statistical analyses to reach these conclusions. They used Cox proportional hazard models to estimate the hazard ratios of mortality, which is a statistical method commonly used in survival analysis. They calculated population attributable risk to estimate the proportion of premature deaths that could be prevented by adopting these healthy habits. This is a measure of the public health impact of a risk factor. They also use life table analysis, a complex but reliable method commonly used in demography and actuarial science, to estimate life expectancy. The researchers focused their attention on 5 primary health factors. These factors are crucial in determining overall health and longevity. Can you guess what they are? They're pretty straightforward, so don't overthink it. Have you got your guesses ready? All right, here they are: smoking, physical activity, alcohol consumption, BMI and weight, and diet. No surprises there. These factors were chosen because they are known to impact health significantly and are within our control to change. But what exactly did the researchers consider healthy for each category? Let's break it down in more detail. For smoking, it's simple. Never smoking was the gold standard. Past smokers were in a separate category, and current smokers were divided into groups based on the number of cigarettes smoked per day: 1 to 14, 15 to 24, and 25 or more. When it comes to physical activity, they defined it as over 30 minutes a day of moderate to vigorous exercise. This could include brisk walking, jogging, or any other exercise that increases your heart rate. They categorized this into 5 groups based on hours of training per week. 0 hours. This group includes individuals who do not engage in any moderate to vigorous physical activity during the week. 0.1 to 0.9 hours. This group includes people who do 6 to 54 minutes of moderate to vigorous physical activity weekly. 1.0 to 3.4 hours. This category includes those who engage in 1 to 3 hours and 24 minutes of moderate to vigorous physical activity per week. 3.5 to 5.9 hours. This group includes individuals who do between 3 and 30 minutes to 5 hours and 54 minutes of moderate to vigorous physical activity per week. 6 or more hours. This category includes people who engage in 6 or more hours of moderate to vigorous physical activity per week. For alcohol consumption, moderation was vital, up to 30 grams a day for men and half that for women. To put that in perspective, 30 grams is about 2 standard drinks. They categorized alcohol consumption into 6 groups: 0 grams, This group includes individuals who do not consume any alcohol. 0.1 to 4.9 grams. This category includes people who consume tiny amounts of alcohol, up to about 1/3 of a standard drink per day. 5.0 to 14.9 grams. This group consumes between 1/3 to 1 standard drink daily. 15.0 to 29.9 grams. This category includes those who consume between 1 and 2 standard daily drinks. 30.0 to 59.9 grams. This group consumes 2 to 4 standard daily drinks. 60 or more grams. This category includes people who consume 4 or more standard drinks daily. BMI was used as a proxy for weight, with the healthy range set between 18.5 and 24.9. This is considered the normal weight range according to standard BMI classifications. They divided this into 5 categories. Less than 18.5 kilograms per square meter. This category is considered underweight. 18.5 to 22.9 kilograms per square meter. This range is within the normal or healthy weight category. 23.0 to 4.9 kilograms per square meter. This range is also within the normal or healthy weight category, but at the upper end. 25.0 to 29.9 kilograms per square meter. This range is classified as overweight, 30 or higher kilograms per squared meter. This category is classified as obese. Finally, the most contentious topic of all is diet. A healthy diet was considered in the top 40% for consuming vegetables, fruits, whole grains, polyunsaturated fats, and omega-3 fats, with low intakes of processed meats, sugars, trans fats, and sodium. The researchers divided participants into 5 groups based on their dietary habits, with the healthiest group consuming the most beneficial foods and the least unhealthy. I know what you're thinking. That's all well and good, but how much do these habits affect my life expectancy? Well, hold on to your kale smoothies, because the results are pretty mind-blowing. The researchers looked at the impact of following all 5 healthy lifestyle factors to the highest degree compared to following none. And let me tell you, the difference is stark. People who followed all 5 healthy habits had massively improved odds of avoiding death from all causes compared to those who followed none. I'm talking about a significant reduction in risk for cancer, cardiovascular disease, and overall mortality. Let's break down some of these numbers. Remember the definition of hazard ratio I mentioned before? Well, here's where it comes into play. For all-cause mortality, those who followed all 5 healthy habits had a hazard ratio of 0.26 compared to those who followed none. In simpler terms, this means their risk of death from any cause was reduced by 74%. To put it in perspective, if the risk of death for those who followed none of the healthy habits was 100%, the risk for those who followed all 5 would be only 26%. For cancer mortality, the hazard ratio was 0.35, a 65% reduction, and cardiovascular disease mortality was even more impressive at 0.18, an 82% reduction in risk. But here's where it gets exciting. The researchers also examined how these habits affect life expectancy at different ages. For women who are 50 years old and follow all 5 healthy lifestyle factors, a predicted increase in life expectancy is 14 years. That's right, 14 years. It's slightly less, but still substantial for men, about 12.2 years. Even at 75 years old, women following these habits are predicted to gain about 10 additional years of life, while men could gain 9.6 years. I can already hear some of you saying, but what if I can't follow all 5 habits perfectly? Don't worry, the research shows that even implementing some of these habits can have a significant positive impact. It's not an all-or-nothing game. Every healthy choice you make is a step in the right direction. Let's break it down even further. Smoking is the most clear-cut. If you smoke, quitting is the single best thing you can do for your health. The study showed a stepwise increase in risk for cancer, cardiovascular disease, and overall mortality with increasing smoking exposure. If you've never smoked, give yourself a pat on the back and keep it up. Physical activity doesn't mean you need to become a gym rat overnight. Start small. Take a brisk 30-minute walk daily, or break it into 3 10-minute sessions. The key is to find activities you enjoy, so you'll stick with them. When it comes to alcohol, remember that moderation is vital. If you don't drink, there's no need to start. If you do, try to keep it within the recommended limits. For BMI and weight, focus on maintaining a healthy range through diet and exercise. Remember, crash diets don't work in the long term. It's about making sustainable lifestyle changes. Speaking of diet, take your time with all the conflicting nutrition advice. The basics are simple. Eat more fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats. Cut back on processed foods, sugary drinks, and excessive salt. Small changes, like swapping out your afternoon cookie for a piece of fruit, can add up over time. Now, here's something fascinating. The impact of these healthy habits seems consistent across different age groups. The study showed that even for older adults, adopting these healthy lifestyle factors can lead to significant gains in life expectancy. It's always possible to start making healthier choices. But the most exciting part of all this is the sense of empowerment it gives us. We're not at the mercy of our genes or our environment. Through our daily choices, we can significantly influence our health and longevity. You add time to your life whenever you choose a healthy meal, walk, or resist that cigarette. Of course, it's important to note that this study, like all studies, has its limitations. The researchers acknowledge that their data comes from observational studies, which can't prove causation. They also note that their study population was primarily white health professionals, so the results might not be fully generalizable to other populations. Additionally, the dietary data was self-reported, sometimes leading to inaccuracies. Future research could focus on more diverse populations and extended follow-up periods to validate these findings further. It would also be interesting to see studies that look at the impact of these lifestyle factors on quality of life, not just length of life. So what are you waiting for? Your future self is counting on you. Start small if you need to. Pick one habit to focus on and build from there. It could be adding an extra serving of vegetables to your dinner or committing to a 15-minute walk each day. Whatever it is, know that you're investing in your future health and happiness. Remember, this isn't about deprivation or punishment. It's about giving yourself the gift of a longer, healthier, more vibrant life. It's about keeping up with your grandkids, traveling the world in retirement, and pursuing your passions well into your golden years. In the end, the choice is yours. But armed with this knowledge, you can add a decade or more to your life. So why not give it a try? Your future self will thank you. And hey, who knows? By following these habits, you'll live longer and be around to watch many more of my videos. Now, that's what I call a win-win situation. So, are you ready to take control of your health and potentially add years to your life? Let me know in the comments what healthy habit you will start working on today. If you found this video helpful, remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to get all life-changing health information. Here's to a longer, healthier, happier life.